The 2027 GMC Sierra is no longer just a rumor floating around. We've been tracking this pickup for a while now. Spy shots, leaked specs, interior upgrades, and now, fresh information has just dropped that makes it official. The next generation Sierra has a locked release date, and the truck community went crazy. So let's get into everything we know so far. Join us as we explore the world of wheels. Subscribe now and buckle up for the adventure. New powertrains. Let's talk about engines first, because this is the main event. General Motors is finally done with the 5.3 and 6.2-liter units. The next generation Sierra half-ton truck moves to 5.7 and 6.6-liter displacements, and we have the first numbers backing those engines up. The base drivetrain is expected to produce around 400 horsepower, which is already a solid step up. The top-tier option will be delivering close to 480 ponies. That's another significant jump compared to its predecessors. But it's not just about raw output. General Motors is also putting a strong emphasis on efficiency with this new platform. And there are signals that the architecture will be built to support hybridization down the road. No concrete details on that yet. The company is keeping those cards close, but the language coming out suggests the immediate priority is getting the gas-powered versions right first. And that brings us to the biggest question: dynamic fuel management, oil consumption issues, lifter failures. That built a pretty bad reputation for the Sierra half-ton pickup. General Motors has a few options here to revise, replace, or pull the plug entirely. Keeping DFM in its current form on a brand new platform would be a shot in their own knees. Redesign. The camouflage wrap on the test mules is doing its job. GMC isn't giving much away, but that hasn't stopped sharp-eyed fans from picking apart every frame of every spy photo. And a few details are already confirmed. Out back, quad exhaust tips have been spotted, which is a nice visual upgrade and signals that GMC is leaning into a more muscular and premium presence. Up front, there's a front-facing camera integrated right into the center of the grille. Looks like a modern touch that's becoming more common in the segment. Inside, the early glimpses show a dual-screen setup covering driver information and the multimedia system. There's still a ton we haven't seen. The full front fascia, the interior trim levels, whether the multi-pro tailgate carries over. All of that is still buried under camo or simply not out yet. But for an early look, what's already peeking through suggests GMC is taking the exterior and cabin design seriously this time around. Release date. The company isn't dragging its feet on this one. The pressure is huge, more than usual. Ford and Ram have been aggressive, and the Sierra needs to come back swinging. But there's also no room for shortcuts. The last thing GM needs right now is another round of reliability concerns following the new pickup. Reputation takes years to build and about 5 minutes to damage, and theirs is almost destroyed at the moment. The 2027 model year is officially confirmed, which means we're not too far out from seeing the full reveal. That's exciting as much as it's concerning. Did engineers have enough time to test new V8 engines? As for pricing and detailed specs, nothing concrete has surfaced yet. The next round of updates will likely give us a clearer picture on both fronts, where the Sierra slots in trim by trim, and exactly what those new engines are rated at in final production form. The company has splashed $888 million into developing these new V8 engines, and that kind of money doesn't disappear quietly. It shows up on the window sticker. Final price increase is certainly coming, and it would be naive to expect otherwise after an investment that size. The new Sierra is going to push further into premium territory, leaning into more refined, higher-end positioning. On the other hand, look for the Silverado if you want a more affordable option. However, once the official information starts coming through, we'll have a much better sense of whether GMC is positioning this truck as a value play or pushing it further up market. Thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you next time.